with Daryl K. Roberts and Rachel Naughton to talk about the special event that they have coming up on August 5th in Harlem, New York. Today I had the opportunity to speak with Rachel Naughton and Daryl K. Roberts at West 4th Street Courts in New York City. During our conversation, we spoke about the upcoming event, which is the HBCU All-Star Dream Classic, which will be taking place in Harlem, New York on August 5th. The West 4th Street Courts, also known as The Cage, are a notable public athletic venue for amateur basketball in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of Manhattan in New York City. The Cage has also become one of the most important sites for citywide street basketball.
My name is Rachel Eva Naughton. As you know, I'm from New York. I grew up in Queens, New York. This is like my playground. I played here at West 4th. The CEO, the president, he's sitting over there. I played here. This is like my heart. So anytime I visit New York, I am here at West 4th.
Okay, my name is Daryl K. Roberts, Harlem, New York resident. All my life, I've been back and forth between there, Chicago, Toronto, DC. My present role right now, I'm the CEO of a nonprofit, Bridging Structural Holes. We produce HBCU events in which I'm a proud third generation HBCU alum. Grandparents, parents, my country cousins, they all went to HBCUs. And I took the bait, I went to one, and it was the best decision that I never had to make. So I'm a graduate of Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. I play basketball there, baseball.
The founders of the HBCU All-Star Dream Classic highlight the significance behind their upcoming basketball event.
So we're so passionate that when I was introduced to Daryl, I just kind of fell in love with the entire concept and his organization, which is Bridging Structural Holes. And from there, we just kind of ran with it and took flight. So we kind of bounced things off each other. He called me one day and said, "Hey, I want to do this game." And I was like, "Okay." And he said, "I want to bring HBCUs to Rucker Park." And I'm like, "Let's do it." He didn't have to explain. I'm like, "Let's do it." So he was like, "You know what? You're awesome. We're going to do it." He said, "And me and you are going to be the only ones to be able to pull this off." And here we are. The game is scheduled August 5th, 2023.
Daryl and Rachel share their thoughts and opinion on how important HBCUs are in today's day and age now that the affirmative action decision has been made.
So even prior to the decision made by the Supreme Court to cut back on affirmative action, HBCUs have always been important in our society. Think about it. They were founded because people were denied access to higher education. So if you want to look at it from a social justice standpoint, they've always been critical. And when you think about, the people that they produce, we're talking about two African countries that went to HBCUs. We're talking about Anami Ezekwe and Kwame Nkrumah, both graduates of Lincoln University, went on to free, Nigeria and Ghana. Now you have in the White House, the next person in line, Kamala Harris, graduate of Howard University, and now she's the Vice President of the United States. And of course, we can sit here all day. We can talk about the Spike Lees, we can talk about the Oprah Winfreys, we can talk about the Daryl Robertses, the Rachel Naughtons, we can talk about all those people. But HBCUs have always been critical to the success of this country. And I think with the decision made regarding affirmative action, they'll be even more important now because they have the opportunities, they have the access, and they have the resources to really build this nation into the great nation that it's supposed to be.
It's very important for students to be in college. First of all, that's where you learn who you are. That's where you learn the culture of HBCU. That's where you learn the culture of your community. A lot of times with the PWIs, you're not getting that. You're just kind of pass through the system. And it's important for our young people, especially in inner cities, are able to continue on in education. A lot of times they're applying for colleges and then discriminated by their zip codes. They're discriminated by their genders, their race.
The All-Star Dream Classic is definitely the basketball tournament that you do not want to miss out on.
So we pretty much, Rachel and I, we hit home runs on that. And I know people are looking at us like we're geniuses, but I always say, God blesses babies and idiots, and I think we're probably somewhere in the middle. Right? We're somewhere in the middle when it comes to that. So, so that event is just going to be It's going to be epic. It's going to be legendary. I mean, we can think of adjectives all day, but when you think of the fact that it's never been done before, and we like to do things that everybody else is afraid to do. You know, with she and I together, there's no mountain that we can't climb.
For more content, follow Mastering the Blueprint on Instagram down below.